I'm going to talk about this, the timebank project, the origins. Well, first, Edgar Kahn is the creator of the timebank idea. He was working in social services for a lot of time, and he wanted to improve how the organizations of social services organizations work. And he noticed that they work in a deficit-based approach to social services, in which they see people in the terms of their needs, instead of in terms of what they can provide and what can they provide to themselves. So the idea is that everyone can contribute, just like in open source, and this can foster the community. And it's sad that many people didn't even ask for the chat next door for even a bit of sugar. And so in 1980, he invented the idea of time banking. So what's this thing I'm talking about? Well, it's really simple. It's just being able to exchange services using time as currency. So, and that's what the timebank open free software project is about. And you don't need to think that this is going to be another currency. You're not instead of using money, using time. But it's just a way to dynamize the way an organization works. You use time so that everyone can contribute to the community equally, and this can be used not only for social services, but for any kind of organization. For example, we are going to use this software in our local Linux user group in Seville, where I come from. And the thing is that for social services, the main idea was that lots of people don't have lots of money, but they have time, and a lot of time in their hands. And they know how to do things. They know, for example, they can provide a lot of services. For example, they can help you with your cooking if you are not a very good cooker like me, or if you are a computer person, you can help them with the computer, or you can fix the bike if it's not working, or even you can exchange the time for transport. Okay, not a taxi where you pay money for the transport, but just exchange time. One person can give you a ride, and another will maybe give you some classes of cooking, and then you will fix the computer of another person. So this is working for local communities of people who work together and know each other. This is the main idea. And some data, well, there are more than 100 active time banks in UK, 53 officially recognized time banks in the USA. As I said earlier, this idea came back from the 80s, and now that we are in the economic crisis, it's coming back. And a bit about the project, the software project. Well, this is the main page of a time bank using the software we've developed. It just lists the services, some news. It's like actually it's a social web page. And a bit about the technical details. Well, it's written in Django, in Python. It supports localization. It's translated to Spanish and English and actually also to Spanish with neutral gender. For database migrations, we support South. We use South, and it's been tested with SQLite and Postgres. And for dependencies, for installing the dependencies of this software, we use virtualenv. For those who use Django or Python, might know what was that. Our idea is that it must be easy to use and deploy. Easy to use because the people working, well, the people that you can use this software are maybe they're old. Typically, they're old because in social services there are lots of the people in these communities are old and they are not computer wise, and it needs to be easy, really easy to use. But also, if you have a small organization, you typically don't have a computer person that can help with the software. So it needs to be really easy to deploy. For doing that, we use we use the technology I mentioned earlier. And the status of the project is that in January last month we released the first version, and this week we have released the next version 1.1, and it's completely functional. And well, we have already 2 organizations in the south of Spain using this software. Many more are coming because there are lots of interest with having a software that works, because there are other projects that provide time banking, but they are either not well known or old and not really working. And we want to have a good community. We have a mail list, user list, wiki, track. We use Git for development. And well, because as I said, organizations, they don't know a lot about computers either. We provide the service to create your own time bank, just like you can create your own WordPress. Well, you can create your own time bank, but as we have in Guadobo, my company, we have that we are developing this software in Guadobo. We have limited resources. Because of that, we only can provide the free service to some non-profit organizations. But if you want, you can request your own time bank, and we will study your case. Or, of course, you can download the code and install it in your servers. And we will, if you ask us in the mail list, we can help your problems. Of course, for more services like custom developments and hosting and deployment and support, for a bit of money, we can give you all these kind of services. Future development, we are thinking about adding plugin support, so it's easier to extend the software. For example, one idea is to create time banks only for transport. That's one of our ideas. And then if there are lots more of ideas that are coming, so we might develop it. I'm going to do a bit of a demo, if possible. And I'm going to use the demo time bank that we have in our servers. This is the web page. And I have, for example, I'm going to show the admin user. Log in here. Well, it's in Spanish. I'm going to put it in English. Okay, so here we see a photo of me and the list of services. At this moment, there's only one service in this demo server. Because I'm an administrator, I have more tabs like this one. Here I can see all the people that are in this server. And I can locate all the people. Click here and see the profile, all the information. I can write a a message to this person if I want. And of course, view his services, but he's not providing anyone. So, for example, if I want to create a new service, I click in here in services, and create a new service. And then oops, here is not, this one is not translated. and I can create a new service. For example, I can help you with your cooking, but not, well, with your cooking. And I can choose a category because there are categories for the services, but in the server I have only one. The area, you might have multiple areas. If you have an organization that is bigger and is in a city, you could provide only your service to one part of the city if you don't want to move. And it could be either an offer or a demand. So my service is already created, and now I have these two services. Now, for example, in another browser, I can list the services here and request, well, send a message to this person that is offering a service and talk with him to say, okay, what kind of cooking do you know? When can we meet? Everything, send a message here. When can we meet? So it's kind of really, we're trying to make it really easy to use. And now if I go to the other browser, where is the admin user logged, and I click anywhere. Now I have one message, okay? And then finally I might finally request a service. Well, this one is in Spanish also. I finally can request the service. Send previous message. It's a demand. Oh, here. Cancel transfer services. Oh, what happened here? Request transfer here. So you have a service and you request a transfer of hours of time to this person. Hello, might you teach me how to do an omelette? I don't know. For example, I select how many time it might take. Request transfers, and the transfer is request. So I will get an email for this as the person offering the service, and I key, for example, in transfers, I will see this new transfer coming, and I can accept it. Oops. They haven't drawn. I don't know. Oh, there is a bug here. I don't know what's happening, but this is the demo problem always. But as you can see, it's really easy to use the interface, and well, I can show you a bit of how this works internally. Well, I have downloaded the software here. And it has an install document, and it's really easy to install. You just need Python, and then execute this command here, setup env. It downloads all the dependencies locally in this directory. Then you can use this to execute this command, source env bin activate to get those dependencies working, and then install the database, load the sample data, and then run the server. Of course, if you see the documentation in Django, you can see how to use this in Apache or any Cherokee. We've been using all kinds of servers and it works fine. It's Django. And you can configure email updates. So if there is a new transfer coming or people are offering services, you can configure so that the users get email updates via periodically, and so they won't forget that there is a transfer. They will get the email later. I think that's my time. If you got any fast questions,
we can meet Eduardo
later,
here, or you'll be here later as well, talking. So we'll be around for the next couple of hours.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Oh, the demo failed.